BBN, Jack Frost. What's up, party people? So yeah. Real quick, I'm gonna tell you what took me so long. Alright, so there's this stuff that I use. This is it right here. Right? I love this stuff. It's right here. You gotta get this. Or every guy with beards, all y'all men with beards, you gotta get this. Alright, so I don't have the best looking beard on the planet, but I will tell you this. This stuff right here, I freaking love it. I love it. It's a Kimmy Cupcake Cosmetic and Lip Line. It's dope as shit. I love this right here. I also use some other stuff like the face rub, but I was a little bit extra time because I was busy applying this right here to the beard, and then I brush the beard after I apply it. After I apply it to the beard and I brush the beard, sometimes it take me a little bit too long to get back to what I really was trying to do. So you gotta apologize me. Shout out to Kimmy's Cupcakes. All right, so yeah, look, I love you. I hope everybody had a beautiful day. Couple of things I want to tell you about real quick before we get to the actual stories. I want to tell you about a couple of things before we get to the actual what's going on over here. We don't got the list ain't too long. So what's up, Moses Cam? What's up, Scarred? Scarred. You sent me something, right? And I'm gonna use it, but I want you to send me some audio. Send me some audio explaining what it is. So I could put all of that, package that, and so we could put it out there and let the people know what's happening down there in Chile. Appreciate you, my brother. Salute. All right, so Kendra, Monica Kendra Whitehead, appreciate you for showing up today. John, Hilda, hey. That's a thing. Hilda's been here for a long time, for about a year and a half, 2 years now, and she always just writes, "Hey." Shout out to you. I hope the husband is doing well. What's up, D Jones? Salute D Jones. Also, salute to don't even ask me. The Star Report. Salute to the Star Report. Appreciate y'all over there. Everything over there on the Star Report. I really do appreciate them. As you can see, Hilda said hey twice. So that just goes to show you appreciate you. I'm over here salivating. What up, Mike Wade, Tucker Rob? Appreciate you. Crazy Legs. Who else we got up in here? Denise Colon, Miguel Pineda. I want to also tell y'all about a story that we were going to cover. I really still do want to cover the story, but the problem is the story is so controversial that I want to make sure that I can get an interview with the person who is actually the individual who is the complainant in the case that they're trying to bring up against the government. They're trying to sue the American government. Basically what happened was the individual was put in jail. I think it's jail. I don't think it was prison. He was put in jail, and while he was in jail, he was raped by some male prison guards. Yep, you heard me right. And I want to get the interview with him before I actually go in depth in the story. I actually also was going to try to go to a rally that they were gonna have in New Jersey. I wasn't able to get to the rally. At the rally, I would have been able to speak to Cory Booker. He's the ex-mayor of, I think, Newark. I would have been able to speak to him. I didn't get out there, so obviously I couldn't interview Cory Booker. So this isn't, you understand what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I tell you about what we're trying to do here. So then if I'm telling you, yo, we're trying to interview Cory Booker, and then I don't interview him, I didn't lie. I tried. I just wasn't successful. Rational people understand. People that are not irrational, shout out to you. Anyway, what up, Miguel Pineda, The Few, Andrew, One Way Entertainment, salute. Junior Rivera, appreciate you. Said just got off work. You know I gotta watch the hood CNN. Appreciate you, yo. What up, Wayno? And Sule, appreciate you. Definitely. Um, what up, Vertigo? What up, Vertigo? Salute. What up, Common Sense? Oh, you ain't feeling well? Sorry to hear about that, my brother. What up, Big Tunes? Mello is headed to the Blazers. That's my dude. Salute to Mello. I fuck with Mello. For everybody that don't know, actually, I'm using the Clippers whenever I play against somebody on 2K, like one-on-one play. I use the Clippers. So there's that. Don't know what to tell you. But I only use the Clippers because I use whatever team has Kawhi Leonard, because Kawhi Leonard is my favorite player currently in the NBA. It was Carmelo until, when he was still on the Knicks. What's up, Sharif? All right, let's get to it. Let's get to the actual stories that we're gonna be talking about. What up, Star for Life? Chillin'. He said what's good in the hood. Chillin'. What up, Tennessee Williams? Hopefully we don't have to give anybody any bags today. Hopefully we don't have to give any bags out today. Nobody got to get hit with bags. What up, Whitney Hunter? I'm sorry. I'm gonna need 1 second. Can y'all give me 1 second? I'm coming right back. I need 1 second. Don't go nowhere. Every time I say that, I come back. Look, 3 people already left. I don't get you dudes. I need 1 second. I'll be right back. Before we get going, I want to pour me some beverage, some juice or something, because I'm gonna start talking, and then my mouth is gonna get dry. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna give y'all something to look at. How about that? Hold on, not that one. Let's go with the let's look at the merch. Also, if y'all want to get in this group right here, all you gotta do is buy merch, send me your pics. It's literally all you gotta do. Buy merch, send me pics. Mike Jones. Sorry about that. Every time I be like, yo, I'm coming right back. Like 100 people leave. This shit is crazy. I mean, what the hell, yo? I just went to get something to drink. I don't never understand that. Yeah, it's my beat. That's a whole fact. Shout out to Mike Jones for hooking me up with that beat. All right, before we get to the actual stories that we want to talk about, there's something that I want to say something about that Colin Kaepernick situation. Thank you for bringing that up. All right, so the thing that I want to say about that Colin Kaepernick situation is that this is something that y'all really got to understand. On Saturday, right? Games are played on Sunday, right? So you know what teams are doing on Saturday? I'm going to say this one more time. Games are played on Sunday. So you know what the teams, the owners, the GMs, the coaches, you want to know what everybody is doing on Saturday? Traveling to the city they got to play in on Sunday. So this thing that the NFL did is bullshit. Part of my language, but this thing that the NFL did is BS. Because they know that the people who actually make decisions can't be there. The people. Scouts could be there. It's a scout. Scouts can't make no. Scouts can't sign nobody. All scouts could say is, "You want to know what I saw?" That's it. Nah, they gonna bring him back, man. I hope the Giants get him. They gonna bring him back, man. You better believe that. I'm gonna tell you what happened. I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened with this particular situation real quick before we get to the main stories. The first thing that happened is the only reason why he's not in the NFL in the first place is because of Trump. The only reason why he's not currently in the NFL is because Trump ran into a scandal. And to get the nation's eyes off of the scandal that Trump had ran into, I forgot which scandal it was. I forgot if it was the one with the stripper, with the prostitute, and they paid the prostitute, the porn star. They paid the porn star Stormy Daniels. I'm not sure if it was that one, but he ran into some kind of issue where it was a scandal, and he had to get the eyes off of him. So he galvanized his group of people and attacked the NFL. That's why Colin Kaepernick is not in the NFL right now. Period. That is literally the only reason. Colin Kaepernick had been kneeling for about a year. Listen to what I'm saying. Colin Kaepernick had been kneeling for about a year. He been kneeling. Colin Kaepernick and kneeling is not nothing new. He been kneeling. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not nothing new. It's just Trump ran into problems, and Trump said, "Look at him over there," and that's it. So that's why Colin Kaepernick ain't in the NFL. So basically, what happened is why I believe that there's this big change of opinion or whatever the case is. Lamar Jackson. That's that kid name, right? Lamar Jackson. That kid. That's that kid name, right? Yeah, it was the Russia situation. Thank you, Crazy Legs. It was the Russia situation. Lamar Jackson's. That's that kid name in Baltimore, right? Lamar Jackson? That's that kid name in Baltimore? That kid plays exactly like Colin Kaepernick, but way more athletic. So for everybody that was like Colin Kaepernick couldn't play, that kid plays exactly like Colin Kaepernick. He's just more athletic. Like if Colin Kaepernick's athleticism is a 76, that guy's athleticism is a 98. You understand what I'm saying? He plays. I don't know which one of y'all. I don't know who's been watching the football back when Colin Kaepernick was actually playing, because a lot of y'all wasn't watching football. Y'all just going off of what people were saying. And he stands in the pocket. Yep, and he can throw from the pocket. Lamar Jackson can't really throw from the pocket that much. He can, but that's not his strength. That's the way to put it. Like that's his weakness, if anything. You understand what I'm saying? That's his weakness, if anything. So this dude is a really good player, and 9 times out of 10, I'm telling you what happened. 9 times out of 10, there's been different NFL football teams let it be known that somebody was going to pick this dude up, and the NFL said we got to be a part of it. The NFL don't really want him back, so there's probably some GMs that want to some teams that don't mind him coming back to the NFL, and other teams that don't. Hold on, where's the list? I'm going to show y'all what I mean in a minute. Hold on. I'm going to show you what I mean in a minute. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm going to show you what I mean. think I got something on this. I should at least. Because I have dope ass admins that send me damn near everything. And I know somebody sent it to me. I just don't know who sent it. I can't find it. Give me 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Look at the teams that's attending Colin Kaepernick's jump off, right? Arizona, Atlanta, Cleveland, Denver, Detroit, Miami, New England, Giants, New York Giants, New York Jets, Tampa Bay, Washington. Washington just drafted a quarterback in the first round, right? Giants just drafted a quarterback in the first round, right? Jets have a quarterback for 2 seasons that was in the first round, right? None of these guys are looking for a quarterback right now. Maybe Washington, but the Giants and the Jets are not looking for quarterbacks right now. New England, they have Tom Brady. They're not looking for a quarterback right now. Do you understand what I'm saying? These aren't the teams that are saying, these aren't the teams that's like, we want to get him. These are the teams that don't have a problem with him. So when you start thinking about teams that are and are not doing racist shit, what's up, Ron Durr? These are the teams. Let's just make sure there's not more teams. It's supposed to be 11. I don't know how many teams I just named. Tampa Bay. I don't know if I named them before. So there are some teams that want Colin Kaepernick back in the NFL, and there are some teams that don't want, organizations that don't want him back in the NFL. These guys right here want him back in the NFL. I hope the Giants pick him up, but I doubt it. They drafted a quarterback like high, second or third overall. So that's kind of unheard of to now then go get him. But I hope they do go get Colin Kaepernick. Not for nothing. I think he's Colin Kaepernick, if he was in the NFL right now, probably be a top 5 quarterback if he's halfway, if he's as good as he used to be. Top 6 or 7. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let's get to the actual business that we're going to discuss today. The couple of things that we're going to discuss is we're going to discuss the Eric Holder situation. And we're also going to talk about the tragedy that happened in Santa Clarita. We're going to talk about the Eric Holder situation first, just so we can be clear on that. Okay, so for everybody that don't know, and also, did anybody notice that the NFL decided to do this after Trump started getting an impeachment hearing? Anybody else notice that? Impeachment hearing, all of a sudden now the NFL is ready to bring Colin Kaepernick back to the NFL. I told you the reason why he's not in the NFL is because of Trump. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. So, for everybody that don't know, Eric Holder didn't only shoot Nipsey Hussle that day. We forget that there was other individuals that was also shot. I believe there was 2 other individuals that were shot. He did not only shoot Nipsey Hussle. What Eric Holder was trying to do was, his legal counsel was trying to get a motion passed where he wouldn't also be charged with attempted murder. Remember, he's charged with the murder of Nipsey Hussle, right? But he also shot 2 other people. He do not want to be charged with the attempted murder of them. What up, Hilda? What up, Game is Rig? What up, Miguel? He doesn't want to be charged with the attempted murder of them. So they tried to pass a motion. I mean, I know what it says. I don't really got to read it. But they tried to pass a motion to try to make it so that he would not be charged with the attempted murder of the other individuals. He will only be charged with the murder of Nipsey Hussle. But what the judge said was this: there's this thing called a kill zone. All right. So anybody that's in military or anybody that watches military movies or maybe play like one of them video games know what a kill zone is. A kill zone is basically the area where the attack, if you're in that area where the attack is, you might get killed. The kill zone. Like if you were like, I don't know, some game and they dropping bombs and it's like you look at the freaking map and you see like a red circle and then like you gotta get out of the circle before the bomb drops because that bomb is the kill zone. So there's this thing called a kill zone. And basically what the judge is saying is, since, well, okay, I'll tell you what the judge said first. He's basically saying since Eric Holder, first of all, Eric Holder came out with dual pistols. So since Eric Holder came out with dual pistols and was just shooting what they believe to be, or what they're trying to say is kind of haphazardly, he had a kill zone. He wasn't trying to shoot this person. You understand what I'm saying? He was shooting at everybody in that area. So everybody in that area is he's attempting to murder. Therefore, he can't get manslaughter or attempted manslaughter. It's attempted murder. You understand what I'm saying? Because he was firing haphazardly in a manner that anybody caught in that area will get shot. You can't say that you're shooting somebody and you killed them by accident. If you shoot somebody, that's attempted murder. What up, Deontay? You can't shoot somebody, they die, and you be like, oh, it was not, I was shooting at them, but, didn't mean to actually shoot them. I just meant for the bullets to ricochet off the concrete or some shit like that. That don't work. They can't deny that it's him. There's actual witnesses, like the individuals who were shot. I'm not trying to laugh. I'm not trying to laugh, right? I'm not trying to laugh, but there's actual witnesses. They don't need cameras. They don't need the cameras from the buildings. There's witnesses. Forget the people who ran. There are people who got shot and survived. There's actual witnesses. They're going to go on the stand. They're going to say, who shot you? Him. There's actual witnesses. They don't need any cameras. That's why when everybody was talking about, they couldn't get the cameras from that building and they couldn't get the cameras from that building, I'm busy thinking to myself, like, there's witnesses. Why do they need cameras? Stop trying to create conspiracy theories. People be going hard trying to create conspiracy theories. Seriously. And he tried to turn himself into a mental hospital. And they got the young lady that was driving the car. You talking to me, Bree, or you talking to Hunter? It's good, Cash Roll. You got to be talking to Hunter, because you could just text me if you was talking to me. That was a stupid question. That was a stupid question. I had a brain aneurysm. That was a dumbass question. I need to get hit with my bags. Hell wrong with me. Anyway, what's up, Aaron Boone? How them Yankees doing? Sorry to hear that you didn't win the manager of the year. So, anyway, Could we get some bags quick? Because I need to get hit with my bags for asking that stupid ass question. Could we get some bags? Y'all could put some bags up there for me. Can I see some bags? Because I need to get hit with some bags asking that stupid ass question. Shout out to Free Nuke. Free Nuke in here? I ain't see him. Anyway, alright, so I'm laughing because I'm gonna tell you why I'm laughing. Because I remember keep hearing people say what happened to the video, the camera, right? I understand why people want to know what watch the camera, right? Shout out to Punch. I understand why people want to watch the camera, right? They want to watch the camera because they want to see what happened before the actual shootout. I get it. They want to watch the camera because they want to see who he was talking to and everything that happened before Nipsey Hussle got shot. That camera footage is not found. Nobody has that camera footage. But also, you got to understand this. The reason why they might not have that camera footage might have nothing to do with the shooting. It just might have something to do with the fact that there was always illegal activity happening in that area. So they purposely don't record on the camera because they don't want to snitch on anybody. Does anybody else thought of that? Shout out to what's up, Free Noob? Big Hat says the OG he shot along Nipsey was somebody important. Nipsey was somebody important. Everybody is somebody important, but he shot an OG along with Nipsey. Yeah, that's probably why he turned himself into the way he turned himself into. R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle. That's a fact. But do you understand what I'm saying? There's a good chance that since illegal activity was probably being done there, people was probably selling drugs or smoking weed or whatever they was doing there, and that was happening on an everyday basis. That was somewhere where people came to hang out at. You don't understand how much I salute Nipsey. He found out that the neighborhood hangout, they was gonna stop letting our people. When I say all people, I'm not talking about black people. I'm talking about people in the hood. Period. They was trying to stop our people from being able to go to the neighborhood hangout. And Nipsey said, "Screw all of that. We just gonna buy the block." You don't understand how much I respect that. Like that was a good man. Like it's hard being a good man out here. Cause I'm gonna tell you what happened. When you a good man, suckers is gonna come and try to destroy you. That's a whole fact. Whenever you see 100 people attacking one person, whenever you see a group of people going after one person, there's a good chance that that one person is the one that's right, and that group of people, they are wrong. I don't know. Not trying to like go at nobody and nothing like that, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And also, just so everybody could know, I played Ron Durr in 2K today. He had I don't even know what team he had. I just watched him, and I had the Clippers. Shout out to Ron Durr for taking that L like a grown man when I hit you with them bags. He had the Lakers, and no, it wasn't close. Wait, what's going on with Hunter? Is everything all right with Hunter? Cause I keep talking to him. Is everything okay, my brother? Everything okay with Hunter? Yeah, that game was not close. How many points you scored in the first quarter? Like 6? I'm gonna leave it alone. I use whoever got. I pick Kawhi in any game. I pick Kawhi. That's my dude. He had 6 points in the first quarter. Nah, you ain't mad. You took it as a good sport. Not for nothing. I run it back. You already know what it is. What we need to do is we need to get 8 other people and just pick basketball teams and go live. And everybody get one player, 5-on-5, and we go live on one of the BBN channels. That's a fact. Get back to the subject we discussing. Sorry for everybody that's like, why he keep leaving off topic. Um, all right, so real quick. So basically, what Eric Holder and his attorneys is trying to do is they're trying to say that he shouldn't be charged with attempted murder on the other 2 individuals if he was there trying to murder Nipsey Hussle. Them getting shot wasn't on purpose or whatever the case is. I'm assuming is what their argument is. I'll look it up while we're here. But the 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 judge is saying that this, I just explained, kill zone, and those guys was in the kill zone. He ain't coming in with one pistol. He came in there with dual pistols. He came in there with dual pistols. So since he came in there with dual pistols, just letting loose, there was a kill zone. So anybody getting shot in that kill zone is automatically attempted murder. I guess like y'all, everybody needs to pay attention to the law. I agree, Felice. Anytime you fire a gun anywhere, that should be, and you hit somebody, that should be attempted murder. That's a whole fact. Um, what's this dude name? Eric Garner, Eric Holder. I'm looking at hotnewhiphop.com right here. It says the man accused of killing legendary Los Angeles rapper Nipsey Hussle did not have a very good day in court. I got a part of me because I keep hearing I can't read. So, oh, what I'm saying is on point. Deep Locket, appreciate you. I keep hearing I can't read, so you have to pardon me if it doesn't sound smoothly, I guess. Anyway, the man of killing legendary Los Angeles rapper Nipsey Hussle did not have a very good day in court. After pleading not guilty to 6 charges that have been brought against him in May, Eric Holder motioned to have a couple of his charges dismissed. He believed that he should not be held accountable on 2 of his attempted murder charges, and this morning the judge decided to keep everything the way it was. According to an exclusive report by the Shade Room, shout out to the Shade Room. According to an exclusive report by the Shade Room, Eric Holder was shut down this morning in Los Angeles court after trying to have 2 attempt murder charges dismissed. His lawyers used the kill zone theory to argue that he should not be found responsible, but after taking a look at how everything played out, the judge decided to keep Holder's charges in place. The prosecutors are using the defense's own argument against them in this case, debating that while Holder may have intended only to kill one person, the method in which he went about his attack with 2 firearms means that he should be found guilty of attempted murder. The kill zone theory suggests that everybody in that area could have been fatally injured, making the charges valid. Is that not what I just said? What's up, Bronx Bread? Isn't that what I just said? That's literally what I just said, isn't it? I didn't read this article before now, by the way. Uh, That's the only article out on the subject. Uh, let's see if we can find one more. Maybe if I write a couple of more words. Yeah, I found another one. I wrote a couple of more words. All right, so Double XL also did not read this article. Double XL, shout out to Double XL. Appreciate y'all guys. I wish I would have got the name of the last person who wrote the other article. This article is written by Marissa Mendez. Pardon me once again because I keep hearing that I don't know how to read, so I might not be as fluent as other people. Anyway, Nipsey Hussle's alleged killer Eric Holder did not get his way in court. On Thursday, November 14th, the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office confirmed to Double XL that a judge has denied Holder's motion to dismiss the attempted murder charges related to the two other victims that he allegedly hit when he allegedly I'm going to start this back over. On Thursday, the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office confirmed to Double XL that a judge has denied Holder's motion to dismiss the attempted murder charges related to the two other victims that he allegedly hit when he allegedly fatally shot Nipsey Hussle in the front of his Marathon clothing store on March 31st. A few weeks ago, Holder's lawyers filed a motion where they argued that the kill zone theory, which is a theory that includes guidelines to determine whether someone was trying to kill someone or someone's in a particular area of the attack, did not apply to the two other victims and therefore should be dismissed. Now, this is something that I want to say real quick, right? You know you're screwed when your lawyers have to make a last ditched effort to keep something out of court. And that effort that they use to attempt to keep evidence out of court or a motion that they try to get passed is so harebrained that the judge looks you dead in your eyes and say that evidence is actually proof. Shout out to Ron Durr for the donation. When what you're trying to do to clear your client is actually helping the opposing attorneys, that's when you know your client is done. He's done. Anyway, apparently a judge has disagreed. The guidelines for the kill zone theory include 6 factors: a primary target, a type of weapon used in the criminal act, the distance between the shooter and target, proximity of other victims to target, whether victims are in an enclosed area, and whether the target was moving in the attack. With the theory in mind, prosecutors are in support of the kill zone theory for this case. Who wrote this article? Okay, first of all, shout out to Marissa Mendez. Let's put her name up there. Shout out to Marissa Mendez. Shout out to Marissa Mendez. I'm gonna start reading all. I'm gonna start reading Marissa Mendez articles. I don't know how much more I could say this, but I am going to start reading Marissa Mendez's articles. This young lady right here is skilled. And she's funny as hell. Like, there's about 4 or 5 things that she's written in this article already that I personally find funny. I only laughed at about 2 of them out loud, but a couple of those things I read and was thinking it to myself, it's hilarious. Oh man, she has the best sense of humor. That's a whole fact. All right, so let's read that part again. Okay, it says apparently a judge disagreed. The guidelines for the kill zone theory include 6 factors: a primary target, a type of weapon used in the criminal act, the distance between the shooter and target, proximity of other victims to target, whether victims are in an enclosed area, and whether the target was moving in the act. With the theory in mind, prosecutors are in support. His lawyers, I'm gonna tell you why I'm laughing. His lawyers are saying, yo, look, judge, that stuff they trying to do, they can't do all of that stuff because this is why. And the prosecution is looking at these dudes like, judge, do you hear this? We want to use that too. Oh man. No, that guy backed off. The guys, he's not representing Holden no more. He's scared for his family. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. like his attorneys is like, yo, look, judge, all that stuff, you gotta throw some of that stuff out. This is the reason, let me tell you. And the prosecution is over there listening to the dude talk, and they're like looking at the judge, looking at the attorney, looking at the judge, and looking at the attorney, looking at the judge. Hey, yo, look, judge, we want to use that too. Oh man, that's how you know you screwed. That's crazy. With that theory in mind, the prosecutors are in support of the kill zone theory for this case. They argue that despite Holder allegedly targeting one victim, the fact that he was allegedly using two they argue that despite Holder allegedly targeting one victim, the fact that he was allegedly using 2 weapons during the shooting shows that he intended to kill everyone in that particular zone. They say that's evidenced by the fact that his initial target was not moving. On April 2nd, just 2 days after the death of Nipsey Hussle, 29-year-old Holder was charged with 1 count of murder, 2 counts of attempted murder, 1 count of possession of a firearm by a felon. On May 9th, Holder was indicted on 4 charges by the grand jury. He was also indicted on 2 new charges of assault with a firearm. Holder is currently being held in Twin Towers Correctional Facility in Los Angeles on a $6.53 million bond. The case is set to go to trial in February. If convicted, he faces life in prison. I would so love to be able to go to that court trial. You don't have no idea how much I would love to sit in that courtroom while that trial is going on and report on that. If that wasn't all the way over there in California and I couldn't get to that courtroom, I would be there. If I could have got to that courtroom so I could sit in there and I could report on that, I'm telling you right now, I would be there. That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact. Because I could just tell the shenanigans that's going to go on in there. All the shenanigans that'll be going on in that court is gonna be crazy. Because I'm gonna let you know right now. I'm gonna tell you why my court reporting is probably a little bit different than some of the other people. Because I watch everyone. I'm watching the judge. I'm watching the defense attorneys. I'm watching the prosecutors. I'm watching the jury, and the difference is I know what to look for. I think I know what to look for. You understand what I'm saying? Because I understand shit like micro expressions. So I'm paying attention for certain things, and I'm seeing the reactions that people are having. Like, there's a lot of shit I want to talk about, but I'm not going to talk about stuff that happened in court, as far as the stuff that that lawyers need to do in order to help their clients, because I'm not gonna talk court secrets. But a lot of shit is like court secrets, and you just got to know how shit work, and you'll see it. But if you don't know how it work, you won't see it. You understand what I'm saying? No, what they're saying is this. I'm explaining the kill zone theory. They're saying this: if if let's say he was chasing Nipsey Hussle, and while he was chasing Nipsey Hussle, he had one gun and he was shooting at him. What up, Ryan Kane? He had one gun and he was shooting at him, and he would have accidentally shot somebody else. That would not have been attempted murder. Get it? I'm not sure if they would have called that reckless endangerment or whatever, or if they would have called that um I don't know what they would have called it, but it would not have been attempted murder. The reason why they're saying that the other people that he shot it was attempted murder is because, one, Nipsey Hussle wasn't running; he was just standing there. It was a still target, and two, he had two guns. If you show up with two guns, you mean to shoot more than one person. That's just common sense. You mean to shoot more than one person if you show up with two guns. Nipsey wasn't running at no point. I'm going to tell you what the real shame, and this is the saddest part. When Nipsey was on the floor and he said, "You got me," and dude killed them. He could have just walked off. He ain't had to kill him. They need to keep that dude off the street. Well, I mean, if they put him back on the street, that dude gonna get killed. I'm telling you. I don't know what's better. I hate to see when we got people in our community that's doing the right thing and stuff like this happen to them. It's hard to do the right thing. You want to know why? I'm going to tell you one of the main reasons why it's so hard to do the right thing and why this is such a tragedy with Nipsey Hussle. Most people that's trying to do the right thing, they don't reach Nipsey Hussle's level because there's always so many people trying to stop them from getting there. When you're trying to do the right thing, there's so many people trying to stop your progress, trying to prevent you from getting to where you need to be. You understand what I'm saying? And that's just the way the world works. There's so many people that know that, and it's not because they don't want you to have money. It's not because they don't want you to, it's not because they don't want anything for you. It's more because they want that love that you are working for from your regular everyday who you are. And they can't get that love from the people. So the only thing they could do is try to destroy you. So people like Nipsey Hussle that genuinely is out there trying to help people, you got so many people working against you. You look how long it took Nipsey to even get recognition. How long was Nipsey in the game? Like 10 years? I've been heard about Nipsey Hussle. He's in the game like 10 years. Then finally one of his albums is recognized. And that's what happens. That's why you gotta support when you see them trying to do good. Stop listening to the people. I told people I was gonna try to get a interview with Booker, with Cory Booker. Right now they're trying to call me a liar because I didn't do the interview. I said I was trying to get an interview. The hell? If I go to the place, I'm gonna try to interview him. How am I a liar because I couldn't make it to the place where he was gonna be at, so I couldn't do the interview? I mean, I laugh at a lot of this stuff. I really do laugh at a lot of this stuff, but sometimes I'm not gonna lie, this shit is exhausting. No, they were still coming for him, big hats. That's a whole fact. But it would have been dope if Nipsey would have still been here. You feel me? And we got to stop turning everything into a conspiracy theory. Every time somebody in our community dies, it's not the government doing it. We got to stop doing that. Nipsey died. The first thing people was trying to do was link the government to Homeboy. You feel me? The first thing people was trying to do was link the government to Eric Holder. First thing they was trying to do. That's how people get off. You want to know how people get off, commit murders and get off? I'm going to tell you how. Because a person will get murdered, and the people that actually are pretending like they want to help, they don't want to help. They just want their theory to be right. See, there's a difference. They don't want to help. They just want their theory to be right. Definitely got to stop killing each other. That's a fact. And somebody said something earlier that we need more gun control. I don't think they were talking about this particular subject. They might have been talking about the next subject that we're going to speak on, and that's the subject involving the Santa Clarita shooting that happened in the school. That might be what they're talking about. But the individual, I believe it was Big Hats, that said that gun control, it only affects legal guns, is 100% right. Any illegal guns that's on the street, gun control isn't going to do anything for that. So gun control does zero for anybody in the hood. Just so we could be clear, if somebody gets shot in the hood and you want to say gun control, that does zero for gun control. people getting shot in the hood, gun control does zero for what's happening in Chicago. Gun control does zero for what's happening down in Miami. Gun control does zero for what's happening in New York City, Los Angeles, zero. You know what gun control does? Gun control does help situations that happen, like where somebody buys a legal gun and then kills someone and they shouldn't have the gun. Gun control helps that. People got to stop, looking at the left hand when the right hand is doing all the BS. The people be like doing BS with the right hand. They be like, look over here, look over here, look over here. And everybody looks over here. Look at gun control, look at gun control, look at gun control. Right? But the shootings is happening in the hood. That's not gonna do shit for gun control. All you're doing is galvanizing the NRA, which I don't even think is a bad thing, by the way. I support the I do not think the NRA is a bad thing, just so we can be clear. I think more people of color should get involved in the NRA. Gun control does nothing for any guns used in illegal activity. Does zero. Now, are there school shootings that might not have happened if there was gun control? Absolutely. That's a 100% fact. Some of these kids are getting these weapons because gun control is so lax wherever they're at. So that's a fact. So If there's a mass shooting and then your argument is gun control due to a mass shooting, I'm 100% with you on that one. Yep. We need to figure out a way to make sure that people who have alternative motives, like shooting up schools and shooting up places where minorities that they might not like are at, like churches, we need to make sure that people who are doing things like this aren't getting weapons. Absolutely. We got to make sure that, people that might be hiding out in the back of trunks, driving off and shooting people with sniper rifles out the back of trunks, don't get the opportunity to do that. Absolutely. I'm 100% for you if you're saying gun control for those reasons. But if you're talking about gun control because there's a shooting that happened down on, I don't know, Malcolm X Boulevard, I'm assuming like every Malcolm X Boulevard has fucking crime. That was a joke, but I mean that's not fair. I'm pretty sure there's a Malcolm X Boulevard that there's no crime happening on. But the point being is, if there's a shooting in the hood and you're acting like gun control is gonna prevent a shooting in the hood, then you don't even understand what's going on in the world. Crazy Legs, that's not even on, that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Crazy Legs, I'm not even gonna read that. Bronx Bread said the NRA is actually one of the biggest organizations to pro-gun rights, so if it weren't for their high-power lawyers fighting this cause, then we might lose our right to bear arms. Thank you to NRA, because you do know what was more likely to happen if we were not able to have guns, right? Because I'm gonna tell you this right now. Y'all ever heard of Nazi Germany? Y'all ever heard of Nazi Germany? If we don't have no weapons at all, no guns at all, the people cannot bear arms at all, that's the type of situation you're looking to happen. That's the type of future that America. We just elected a president who called racist, that was active racist, not people who we're just saying are racist, people who actively say that white power people, they're literally saying white power, having marches, going to places and saying white power. We have a president that said that those are good folk. And also the same exact president is basically calling um PETA terrorists, because this same president that we have has PETA, animal rights advocates, are one of the top people that he's had the FBI look at. Those are the two top groups that he has that he has the FBI keeping an eye out on is black nationalists and animal rights activists. You want to know who really hurt? The woman who fights with her husband to get the gun out the house. Then the husband listens to her, removes the gun from the house, and then somebody breaks into that house and robs them at gunpoint. And rapists. Don't forget, the president also thinks all Mexicans are killers, murderers, and rapists. Don't forget that. Also rapists. Yes, the current president is the grandson of a person who was in the Nazi organization. That's a fact. We are not gonna call the American people stupid. We're not gonna do that, big hats, because I don't think everybody that voted for Trump is stupid. I think some of the people that voted against Trump is stupid also. Like, there's stupid people on both sides of the voting, but the problem is that when you have an individual, when you have a country that we live in, right? This is the okay. We're talking about a political thing right now. I'm gonna ruffle some feathers real quick, but I want to explain something to you. The 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 Republic. I would not ever vote for Trump, by the way, but the Republicans actually have a lot of good points. There's lots of things that the Republicans want to make happen that are good and that we should want to happen. There's lots of things that the Democrats are doing that we should want to happen. There are lots of things that the Republicans are doing that we should stay the hell away from. It's toxic. And there are a lot of things that the Democrats are doing that we should stay away from. It's toxic. So when you got bad on both sides, it's not that easy as saying, "Oh, we can't vote for Trump." When you got a Hillary Clinton, let me explain to you something that Hillary Clinton wanted to do real quick. And this is one of the biggest reasons why I think she lost. All right, I'm gonna explain something. Hillary Clinton wanted to make same-sex bathrooms. She wanted to make same-sex bathrooms so transgender individuals don't have to feel um away when they're obviously dressed like a woman, but they have to go into the male bathroom because they're a male. They're not a woman. So she had a platform that basically we don't want them to feel unwanted. We don't want them to feel embarrassed. So let's just make a one restroom. Everybody goes in that one restroom, and that's it. But you see, the problem is she doesn't use restrooms in Target or a bus station or a truck stop. So she might not know that when you go into some of these bathrooms, it's literally men in the bathroom. I've been in bathrooms down in Manhattan, like where like the bus station and stuff is at, like Port Authority. Wait, am I thinking about Port Authority specifically? Grand Central. I've been Grand Central, Port Authority, Port Authority. I've been to a bathroom in Port Authority, right? And butt naked, washing himself up in the sink. I've been because I used to drive trucks for a living. Out on the road, traveling, stop at a truck stop, go to the bathroom. Big ass bathroom. See a dude butt naked in the bathroom, washing himself in the sink. Now, if you think that people in the Bible Belt is gonna wanna even have a situation where you could have some pervert that could sit in the bathroom all day long watching the women come in and out, I just don't see that. Now, this is where I think they lost that. This is what I think they should have been pushing. Instead of pushing one bathroom, they should have just been pushing three bathrooms. Let's just try to have three bathrooms set up. So when you're the father, right, and you send your daughter to the bathroom, Hey, Dad, I gotta go to the bathroom. All right, I'm gonna go over here and buy some stuff. You don't gotta go in the bathroom with your daughter to make sure some pervert ain't in the bathroom ready to snatch her up. So I think that was a big miss. I think they didn't read the room. I think they didn't read the room. I think that was a big miss. What I don't know about this. There's people at the store with their pants all the way down taking a piss. I don't know what to tell you. That was elementary school shit. I seen this kid doing that shit in elementary school once. I saw him like other places. I was like, how in the hell? Like that's maybe because his mother told him to go to the bathroom. I don't know. He see his mother go to the bathroom. His mother pulls her pants all the way down, sits on the toilet. I don't know. I don't know why people do that shit. Anyway, I think that that hurt them badly. That along with the actual fact that Bill Clinton signed a lot of bad bills into a law. Bill Clinton signed a lot of bad shit in the law. Let's forget about the second that Hillary Clinton called black kids super predators. Let's forget about that. Um, Bill Clinton is the one who signed the three strikes law. Bill Clinton is the one who signed the law into that putting a lot of people in jail for life that got caught with a bag of weed too many times. In jail now for life. Probably committed one or two bad crimes, and then your last crime that you get sent away for life for don't even be nothing. It be some shit that should be a misdemeanor. Yeah, Bronx bread. I was just saying that. Appreciate you though. So, and he signed the NAFTA. On top of that, that was terrible. So, Bill Clinton did a lot of bad. Just people don't know nothing about politics, so they like Bill Clinton because he went on Arsenio Hall and played the saxophone and some shit. I don't know. That's where he played the saxophone at on Arsenio Hall, right? I think. I don't know. I don't know. I don't care. Yeah, people don't know nothing about the law. They just assume. Oh yeah, because he got high too, and because he had some chick, he had a side piece. Like all the reasons why black people like Clinton is crazy. One, he went on a senior to play the sax. Two, he got high. Three, he had a side piece. Look at the reasons why people like Bill Clinton. It's crazy. Not, not. Yo, he was a great president. Nah, they like him because he was. Look, he smoked weed, he played music, and he had a side piece. These are the reasons why people love Bill Clinton. This is crazy. Yeah, this is crazy. This don't even make sense, man. He signed a lot of stuff in the law that hurting us to this day, and don't the majority of black people don't even know. I had I had people saying what was people saying? I had people that was like, yeah, we want Hillary Clinton as a president. I said, why you want Hillary Clinton as a president? And then they was just like, they couldn't even give me a reason. That's like, first of all, Bernie marched with black people. Bernie marched with black people. Marched. Bernie risked jail, water hose, beaten up, being ostracized. Bernie damn near risked his life during the civil rights movement. I have no idea why black people would vote for Hillary Clinton over Bernie Sanders. And he did not embrace black culture. The dude was from Arkansas. He played a damn... What black culture did he embrace? Hold on. Your life. Tell me what kind of black culture that we're not gonna kick him. We are not kicking him. And let me say that now so my admin's here. We're not kicking him. Tell me what kind of black culture he embraced your life. No, just tell me how he embraced black culture, please. Yes, please tell me something. Tell me how he embraced black culture. Just something. Are we waiting long enough? Is he gonna answer? I don't. Yeah, tell me how he embraced black culture. Please tell me. He took what on? What did he take on? You're not saying anything. See this? Now the people gonna get mad at me and say I'm not respecting his opinion. He hasn't said anything. He carried the first black president. He's not. How did he carry a black president title? How did he embrace black culture? You have said nothing so far. Please say something. He did not carry the first black president title. We had an actual president who was half black. Was it Tom? Was it Jackson? Was his name? I forget which one it was. No, he didn't. Tell me how he embraced black culture, your life. Please tell me something. You have not said anything at all to back up your point. Just something. Just something. Something that you haven't even said anything for me to be able to go against and shut you down. Because you haven't said anything. No, Obama wasn't the first black president. It was black president before that. Matter of fact, the first presidents were black. They just wiped out that history. But that's a whole nother story. We're not going into that. No, tell me how he embraced black culture. We know what? We're not going to kick him, right? But if his next comment isn't at least an attempt to explain how President Clinton embraced black culture, we're going to hit you with timeouts. And if you don't drop a comment to try, because we're not doing this. We are not doing this. Not this. We ain't doing this. Could we get something? Something. You've made so many comments. No, we're not kicking him. We're not kicking him. I actually like your life. I like him. Or her. I don't know if it's a him or her, but we like him. We're not kicking him. But we are gonna make that mofo sit in the corner. He ain't gonna comment. He left. He can't comment because what the hell are you talking about? You know what? We're gonna put you on a couple of timeouts, give you a chance to Google some stuff. And I'm just gonna let you know right now. I'm gonna absolutely rip whatever argument you try to bring up apart. Hit you with a couple timeouts. I'm going to. Oh, he actually commented? Example at Tyler Perry's big studio. No, that's not a thing. How is him getting invited to Tyler Perry's freaking studio event, him embracing black culture? I'm going to explain to you what embracing a culture is, right? I'm going to explain to you something, right? I'm gonna explain to you somebody embracing a culture. Okay, so there was black people being oppressed, right? Oppressed. Their rights as Americans were being trampled on. They needed someone to help them get their voice heard. Bernie Sanders showed up at events, protests, marches to help black people have their voice heard. That's embracing. That's supporting. You wanna move a little bit further up to date, right? Okay. Right? You want to move a little bit further up to date, right? I'll give you another example. Um, so let's so just I'm trying to think of a way that you could understand because I don't think you know what embrace means. Bernie Sanders wants to do so much. First of all, for everybody that don't want to pay taxes, stop complaining that you got bad teachers at your kids' schools. For everybody who don't want to pay taxes, stop complaining that our police is terrible. Because when you don't pay people, they don't do their best jobs. So the police, I believe, should be getting more money. I also think that our teachers should be getting a higher pay. We can't raise wages for police or for teachers in order to get better police and better teachers unless we got to get the money from somewhere. Taxes. So our actual problem isn't high taxes. What our actual problem is, the government sold us to corporations and allow corporations to charge us high rates for things. The government doesn't have good enough rent control. So you can live in a New York City area, live comfortably, and don't need 2 and 3 incomes. That's the actual problem. The problem isn't taxes. The problem is there's still places in America in 2019 where people are making $7.50 an hour. That's insanity. That's the problem. Just so we could be clear. And if you want to know about another problem, the government has enough weapons to wage a war that could last 100 years. Why are we still stockpiling more weapons? So I get it. People always want to say the argument against Democrats is taxes, right? But I was fortunate enough that the first school I ever went to was a good school. So I understand what a good school and a bad school could do. I understand the difference between having a good school and a bad school. And I'm telling you, a majority of the problems that we have in our communities is these kids aren't getting enough resources to grow into the men and the women that they need to be growing into in order to build our community up. And just so we clear, I don't hate Bill Clinton. I don't hate Bill Clinton, just so we clear. Oh, our food is a big issue because one of the main things that I think they need to keep out of schools and jails is all of this soy. A lot of the stuff that they're feeding in schools and in jails is soy. That's why I don't eat that packaged food. That prepackaged food they trying to ship off to everybody. Like a while back, Trump tried to get rid of government assistance. And what they wanted to do was, instead of sending people money, was to send you packaged foods. Like, how is that ever gonna work? There's so much wrong with that. I don't know what to say. There's so much wrong with sending people's packaged foods. It's, first of all, let's say you send people packaged food, right? Just let's say you send people packaged food, but the packaged food you're sending is actually good food, right? You're sending people packaged food, but the food that you're selling is good food. Let's just say it's healthy, it's good, right? That's the argument, right? So there's 30 days in a month. So are you also gonna send them new refrigerators to hold this shit? Are you also gonna send new refrigerators to hold all this prepackaged food for that family of 6 people? Are you also doing that? Okay, so let's forget about that right there. Let's say they sending the food out, right? Whether the food is good or whether the food is bad, they sending the food out, right? So what about the money circulating in the community? What about the grocery stores? What about the supermarkets? Do you know that KFC? There was a KFC now that has, I seen it. I didn't see the KFC physically. I saw a picture of it. They have a big ass picture in the window that says they now accept EBT. You see, government assistance money goes into the community and fuels our community, fuels our economic growth also. So when you take that away, you take away government assistance, that means now you're negatively affecting the supermarkets in your area. You're negatively affecting the corner stores in your area. You understand? Like, the ramifications is so much bigger than them just sending us food that might be effed up. And I think all the food is going to be effed up. By the way, I think there's no way they would have been sending us good food. Yep. G's up said if they took EBT away, supermarkets would go out of business. That's a fact. I'm going to tell y'all a trick. Whenever you want to find a deal in the supermarket, go the second or the third week of the month. Don't go to last week. Don't go the first week. Don't go nowhere near the 15th, and don't go nowhere near the 1st. Because, shout out to Sarah Parrish for the donation. Appreciate you, baby girl. Because when that money comes in, listen to what I'm telling you. When the money comes in for people EBT cards and stuff like that, supermarkets don't got no deals. I'm laughing. That shit ain't funny. I'm suspecting I'd be doing the same thing if I was the supermarket. It's the business. But they don't got no deals. You want to know when the supermarket got deals? When there's no EBTs out there. Because why they gonna put a, do you understand what I'm saying? They trying to make you pay full price whenever you go in there and spend money with the government money. So that's what I'm trying to explain to you. If there was no EBT if there was no government assistance out there, supermarkets, corner stores, all of these stores would be hurt. Let me know how many people who in here knew about that. Who in here knew about when was the best time to go to the supermarket to get a deal? Who? You knew? You didn't know. Let's just be honest real quick. I want to know how many people actually knew that. I want to know how many people actually knew that. I've been knew that, by the way. But I also go to the supermarket like every single day. Literally. I go to the supermarket. It's 30 days in a month. I probably go to the supermarket 27 days out of the month. Because I don't like chicken and meat to sit in my refrigerator or freezer. So anytime I'm gonna cook something with like chicken or meat or anything like that, chicken or beef or whatever the case might be, steak or something like that, I buy it that day. Yeah, I'm telling you. Don't go the first week of the freaking month. On the first, don't go. The first, all the way to like the 6th, 7th. If you go buy like little stuff. Don't go buy big stuff. You understand what I'm saying? The second week, it's gonna be the best deals. Because everybody done spent most of their EBT money. It's gonna be the best deals on the second week. Third week, the 15th, around that time, not that good of deals. But after that week, great deals. Okay, I don't really care for Trump, but we're not calling him none of those words. Appreciate you though, G's up. Come on. You know, we try to keep the name calling to a minimum. All right? Come on. Positive energy. Positive vibes. Okay, first of all, Trump had like 11 businesses go into not 11. He had to file chapter 11 like 5 or 6 times. So no, not for himself personally, but for his businesses. Yep, we're not doing that either, Crazy Legs. I appreciate you though. What up, Intergalactic? Tuesday through Thursday? That sounds about right. No, I have not seen the Game Changers on Netflix, but now that you mention it, I might look at it. Also, your life did not get kicked. You know how they say that we kick people stupid quick here all the time? All right, that's what it is, Nope. I hope that means what I think it means. What up, Marcus Peterson? Oh man. Yo, shout out to CK. Shout out to Corey King. Shout out to CK. Shout out. I'm gonna tell you something that's extremely wait. First of all, shout out to CK, Corey King. Shout out to Mel Cross. Shout out to Killer Kev. Shout out to Wildcat. Shout out to who else we shouting out? Shout out to Queens Flip. Shout out to all of them brothers. Um, I just want to shout them brothers out. Shout out them brothers. Yo, this is funny. I'm gonna tell you why this is so funny. Hold on, I'm not trying to change topic. We're gonna get right back to topic, but I want to make a point. Yeah, see what this says right here? Shout out to those people on the top that I follow also. Y'all want to see what that says? Y'all see what that says over here? Blazers superstar Damian Lillard was notified and approved of Carmelo Anthony signing. You know what that means? That means that Carmelo didn't have a job because there was people that didn't want him to be on their team. Think about that. Carmelo was not in the NBA. Carmelo was not in the NBA because there was people that was telling their organizations, most likely the superstars, that they did not want to play with him. Who you talking to, Mocha? Who moms raised them well, Mocha? Yeah, I follow Bossy. What's wrong with Bossy? Her community don't like me and they argue at me all the time. But yeah, I follow her. She got good content. What the fuck? Part of my language. Yeah, they be showing Mellow fake love. That's a fact. I'm gonna tell you what it is. And then we're gonna get back to what we was talking about. But I'm gonna explain something real quick. There's this park I used to go play at, right? And when I first started going to play there, Malali's in the Bronx. And when I first started going to play there, first started going to play there, people wouldn't put me down. I go, I play there, play a couple of games or whatever, and then I come back. Like the next time I come back, yeah, this is where the skate park's at, and nobody put me down. They just wouldn't play me. So like Monday through like Friday, I'd be running, but like on Saturday and Sunday, when everybody out there, the ballers is out there, nobody could put me down, and I didn't know why. It turns out the reason why people didn't put me down because I had bust people's asses so badly and talked so much trash that they didn't even want to run with me. They didn't want me at the whole park. They didn't want to play with me. So what had to happen was I always had to call next and get on. So I just got in the mindset when I get on the court, I gotta stay on the court. So what I used to do was I used to just because so many of the good players they didn't want to play with me because I was really giving them work. So what I used to do was I go to the park and I'll pick up players who probably wasn't the best players at the park, but we play together. So sometimes you get blacklisted because you're nice. I was raised by my father, not my mother. That's why I asked her that. I appreciate you though, but I was raised by my father. I wasn't raised by my mother. My father raised me. Oh, that's who I grew up with. That's the parent that was in my life was my father. Shout out to my mom's though. She a good woman. Shout out to my pops too. I think Melo's the first ballot Hall of Famer, period. I think Melo's the first ballot Hall of Famer just because of what he did in Detroit. I mean, Detroit. Just because of what he did in Denver. I gotta stop opening up my Instagram in the middle. Oh. Could somebody tell me what that says? Could somebody tell me what that says? Chicken and with pastelillos. But what's that C word? That's the word I don't know what that is. What is that? Yeah, they've been accepting EBT in New York for a while also, in fast food restaurants for a while also. But that's just also my point. You understand what I'm saying? Like, can't get rid of public assistance. That says pork. Ah, I can't eat it then. Ah, man, I'm so upset at you, Jasmine. Next time without the pork, and then invite me over and I'll eat some. Um, honestly, where I learned how to cook, honestly, I watched my father when I was growing up, so that I learned that taught me how the mechanics of how to do things, and then I could just follow directions really, really well. So if I see something, I could replicate it. That goes for like almost anything. If I see you do something, I could replicate it. You know, as long as I have the physical dexterity or strength or whatever the case might be. Like if I see you do a windmill dunk on a 13-foot rim, I'm not gonna replicate that. I can't jump that high. But if I see you do something, I can replicate it. I've always been like that. I've been one of those. I've always been like that. I've always had the three methods of being able to learn. Um, being told something, be watching something and seeing it done, and just like doing it and figuring it out. No, I don't eat. I don't eat pork, but I'm not gonna knock nobody that do. You eat pork, eat pork. What the hell, I care. Just don't eat pork and then kiss me. We're not doing that. I mean, I do a meet and greet if I thought people would show up. Besides my ops, I'm gonna do a meet and greet, and the only people that's gonna be there is all the motherfuckers that hate me. Ain't nobody else gonna show up. All the people that hate me, they gonna show up. It's gonna be like 100 of them. I would do a meet and greet, but that's who's gonna show up. The motherfuckers that hate me, the people that like support and fuck with me. I ain't gonna be. I ain't gonna half of y'all living. Ain't gonna be there. The people that think I'll be outside with pitchforks and torches. Oh man, yo, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna have to find the back door. Yeah, you right, Nuke. You right, Free Nuke. You right. But I'm telling you, that's what it's gonna be. I mean, shit, man, they're gonna show up. It's gonna be crazy outside. Oh man. Oh, you saw me on Fordham on the concourse? That's what it is. I'm making jokes right now, but I'm like, I don't think nobody wants to meet. I tell y'all what, if somebody organizes a meet and greet, I'll show up. How about that? We all got IG. Somebody organize a meet and greet, I'll show up. That's all I can tell you. Facts. When people know you most, who talk to you, want to debate, not meet and greet. Yeah, people are gonna show up because they're gonna be like, "Hit me with my bags now, Frost." You gotta listen to what I got to say about you. That's the people that's gonna show up. Oh man. I'm telling you who's gonna show up. I'm not saying they're gonna show up because they want to get physical. I'm saying they're gonna show up because they're gonna I'm gonna have to stand there and listen to them talk shit about me for an hour. I should do a meet and greet and charge more folks 20 at the door. Oh, hitting somebody with their bags is throwing them out. You hit somebody with their bags, you throwing them out. Hit somebody with their bags, you ignoring them. You hit somebody with their bags, it's like negative. You know what I'm saying? Like anything negative, you hit them with their bags. That dude gonna bring his aunt. Hit her now. Oh man, yo. That shit was dumb funny. Dude was like, "Yo, man, when I see you, it's on sight. You got people want to hit my aunt with her bags in the face, with bags in the face." I was like, "What?" Oh, it was the funniest shit. That was one of the funniest shit, man. Hey, I should have like a nice bag. A nice bag. Mm. Yeah, I got the damn text like in the middle of it. I was asleep. I was asleep. My phone went off. My phone always go off. So literally my phone going off when I'm asleep don't wake me up. But you know, sometimes you gotta go to the bathroom. So I checked my phone and shit. I was like, huh, what the hell? I started laughing so hard. Like, you know, first time I read it, I was just like, I didn't think I read it correctly. Like, is this really what this said? Wait, hold on. Yes, we do got the. Hold on. Hold on. All right, I'm showing y'all something because I'm going to get something. So, shout out to these guys. These guys make my merch. Oh wow, people actually didn't leave this time. Usually people leave. Yeah, this is the pardon me. This is also I don't know why nobody don't. I don't know why these don't sell more, man. Allegedly, I don't know why these don't sell more. This is the bag season merch right here, man. Bag season. We're gonna probably make some new bag season merch too. I don't know why this allegedly don't sell more. This is like my favorite sweater. This is like my favorite jump off so far. Allegedly. I'm telling you, people will show up, but it's gonna be the ops. They just gonna want me to be in the room where they can talk shit about me. And I'm gonna sit there. It's just gonna be a roast. That's all it's gonna be. It's just gonna be a roast. That's it. Where people can just show up and tell me about how much. You know what? We might do that. Fuck it, right? Let's monetize the ops. Could somebody put the link up there for homeboy? Could we hit that like button? Could we hit that like button? Fuck it, monetize the ops, right? We should do. I should have a roast. I should have a BBN Jack Frost roast. And in order to actually roast me, you got to pay like $30 or $40. I bet you I get like 200 people that gonna show up. Like 200 people gonna show up. Like yeah, they gonna be so. They might start fighting because somebody might say something about me that the next person was like, that was gonna be my joke. Oh man, yo. I mean, I don't understand these people. Once the Henny in the system, ain't no telling if would like them that will they be yeah, I'm a pit by blood, not relation. Bronx bread sounds dead like the ops. Whenever somebody come in here and act like they ain't never been in the chat room, come in here and talking like that, and be like, yeah, that's right. You trying to make it seem like you ain't one of the haters. It's cool though. Now we could do that for Nuke. That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact. But I'm just saying, like, that's the stuff that people are weirdos, yo. Talk about doing shit. Them to show up. They gonna be like, yo, how you got a line around the block? Motherfuckers is gonna come in. It's gonna be all the ops. I'm gonna have like 6 people there to actually see me and shit. I'm like, oh man, why? Who did this? Anyway, let's get back on topic. One thing we didn't discuss yet was the we're gonna go to a much more somber note now. Obviously, we didn't discuss the shooting that happened in Santa Clarita. I am. Oh shit! Give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Mike Jones Beats.
My apologies. I needed to do something real quick. Um, okay, first of all, common sense. I don't think Democrats are laughing or fake crying. Let's just be clear. I'm not gonna accuse any people who I don't know personally or I haven't seen be callous or emotionless or not care about children. I'm not gonna assume any of these people are laughing at children being shot at, murdered, killed, whatever the case is. Please, let's not do that. All right, let's not do that. I checked my DM work of arts. I need you to check your DMs and see my response. I didn't see it then, common sense. Send me the link. Let me see it. I'll comment on it. You send me the link. All right, so somebody sent me a DM because they want me to speak about how these they're talking about pills and everything are killing people. First thing I want to do is I want to say my condolences to your loss. That's the first thing I want to say, and the second thing I want to say is that this is definitely a topic I want to speak on. But right now, at the moment, I have to talk about the topic at hand, and that is the school shooting that happened. That's on our itinerary. So please don't take it as no disrespect that I'm not talking about your personal issue that I understand is close to your heart, and I'm instead sticking close to the itinerary that we have. And if I have an opportunity, I'd be more than happy to speak on the problems that we have in our communities involving pills and other drugs that these kids are using, and also that these grown people are using that need to stop. All right, so first thing I'm gonna let everybody know, it's Santa Clarita where the shooting happened. I have a couple of articles right here. Shout out to the BBN admin team. I appreciate y'all. Also, shout out to Bree specifically because she's just magnificent. I love all of y'all guys, but Bree is all you guys are great. Just great for different reasons. Ain't nothing wrong with that. All right, so this is the article that I'm reading it off of. It's actually a TV show called Santa Clarita. It's called Santa Clarita. It's on Netflix. It's a comedy. Um, so it says this is from Metro News. Jimmy McCloskey is the reporter here. It's a Saugus High School shooter who killed two of his 16 on his 16th birthday. Name is Nathaniel Burhow. I don't know how to say that. It says Nathaniel walked into high school in Santa Clarita, California on Sunday and shot 5 classmates. He then turned the semi automatic pistol on himself in the communal indoor quad area inside the building, which sits around 30 miles north of downtown Los Angeles. Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff Alex says Nathaniel is gravely ill in hospital, but police sources have told NBC4 that the shooter is actually brain dead and only attached to life support machine while his organs can be harvested for donations. Two of his victims, a 16-year-old girl and a 14-year-old boy, have since died in the hospital. Two girls, 14 and 15, as well as a boy age 15, remain in the hospital. One of the youngsters remain critically ill, but the others are conscious and said to be in good condition. Neighbors said Nathaniel has struggled since his father died of a heart attack in December of 2017. Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff Alex refused to confirm Nathaniel's death, but implied that the wounds he sustained were non-survivable in an interview with NBC4. Students claim Nathaniel changed his Instagram biography last night to say, "Sorgus have fun at high school tomorrow." Sorgus, I don't know how to pronounce that. I guess that's the name of the school, by the way. That account also includes a misogynistic meme with using a photo from his from this year's New Zealand mosque massacre has since been taken down. It joked about the difference between what girls live stream and boys live stream online. The meme was illustrated with a grab from March's mass shooting in Christchurch, which killed 51. Suspected gunman Britton Tarrant denies the killing, which was streamed live on Facebook. Nathaniel, that's his name, right? Because it keeps showing his last name. I don't know how to pronounce that. Nathaniel is said to be a member of his track team. Wow. He had a girlfriend, with investigators focusing in on a troubled relationship Nathaniel reportedly had with an unidentified girl at the school. Friends and family told of their shock at hearing of the shooting, with one former pal named Ryan telling KTLA that Nathaniel had been quiet and unassuming when they attended middle school together. He paid tribute to Mark, calling him a really nice man who was willing to help a lot of people. Ryan said Mark, an enthusiastic hunter, made bullets and that he is believed to have battled a drink problem in the run-up to his death. Nah, I don't, this guy, he's not that good of a writer. Just drinking problem, maybe, but a drink problem? Editor, maybe? I don't know. He paid, it goes on to say, it's crazy to show you don't know what people are going through. You do not know what people are going through. Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff's Office is yet to share a possible motive for the shooting, but is said to be focusing on the relationship between Nathaniel and the girl. They're currently talking to Nathaniel's mother, Samantha, and his girlfriend. All right, so first thing I want to say is my condolences to everybody, anybody that lost. Two people passed away, and my condolences to their family. That's the first thing I want to say. The second thing I want to say is this. This is why I hate bullying. This is why I hate trolls. This young man was going through something that was so grave in his life. There's a good chance that he might not have been mentally ill prior to the situation that caused for this to happen. There's a good chance of that. You know, you can cause somebody to acquire a mental illness. I don't know the boy, so that's not what I'm saying. But it seems like the loss of his father, and along with whatever that was happening in his school, and along with whatever other kind of problems that he was going through in his life, and in his inability to be able to get help and assistance, this is the path that it pushed him down. You see, in our communities, when we don't have help or assistance with our problems, we become drug dealers, drug users, hoes, uh, uh, women abusers. What else we become? Uh, those are our problems. When we have problems in our community, those are the problems that we have, that our trauma causes us to acquire. But what kind of when you in traumatic situations and you are in a privileged community, you turn into different things. And I think that's the reason why there's so many school shootings where there are more Caucasian people at rather than, minorities at. I think that's one of the reasons why. I think it's because the trauma that they're receiving there is affecting them differently due to their environment. I'm going to tell you something. So, I can remember being a kid, 15, 16 years old, and me going through something, and my homeboys be like, yo, you want to go smoke a blunt? Yo, you want to go get a beer? What do you do when you don't have nobody? Not that we should be smoking blunts or drinking beers, but what do you do when you don't have nobody, that when you feel fucked up, you don't have nobody to go talk to? What do you do? That's a good point, Big Hats. In school, a lot of times it's so bad at home. In the hood, a lot of times it's so bad at home that school is our only place for normality. That's a whole fact, and I'm telling you that's a fact. Kids crave consistency. All right. So when you do have a household, a home, that's an inconsistent environment, and school is the most consistent environment that you have, school is going to feel like the place that you want to be, in contrast with being at home. That would make perfectly good sense. I'm going to agree with that. And that's just because I grew up in a situation where school was very important. And I'm not going to go into that. But school was very important, especially when I was in elementary school. I love PS59. My elementary school, I don't really want to go into it, but I love my elementary school. Like there's few institutions that I will ever be involved in that I will have the same uh, affection for, affinity for. But you have this kid that they say lost his father when he was in middle school. He was quiet. He had a girlfriend, and something happened. And he came to school and he shot the school up. You don't never know what somebody else is going through. Never. I was dating this girl once, and this is before I knew anything about mental health issues, anything about anything. I was just a young fool. So I seen her arm, and she had cuts going all the way up and down her arm. I don't know if it was on both arms, but I know specifically it was on at least one of her arms. It's cuts going all the way up and down her arm. The girl about 15 years old. Cuts going all the way up and down her arm. I'm not gonna tell her business, but she had problems at home. You cannot even grasp or understand why I hate trolls, why I don't like bullies. And a lot of times people say, "Oh, you don't like bullies because you was bullied." Nah, nigga. Part of my language. Nah, nah. Got one thing don't got nothing to do with the other. At one point in my life, did I get a little bullied? Yeah. I was 5 years old, 4 years old, and the kids I hung out with was like 9. Yeah, I absolutely got bullied. Like, they bullied the shit out of me. That's a whole fact. I kicked them. I kicked them. I kicked them. Um, I was 4 or 5 years old, and I used to go hang out with the kids. I was like 9 years old, 4 or 5 years old. I was hanging out with the kids. I was like 7, 8 years old outside. You feel me? So yeah, I was getting bullied by them, but nah, that's and I used to go hang out with them on purpose every day. So what, whatever. But no, that's not what I'm talking about. That's not what I was talking about. The reason why I don't like bullies is because I've seen people commit suicide due to bullies. I've seen people attempt suicide due to bullies. I've seen people really hurt themselves because of other individuals. Cowards. They just pick on people who's either weaker than them, or they go get a big group of people to go pick on one person. I'm gonna tell you a story about this girl. So she had her own issues. All right, I really liked her. I really liked her for two reasons. One, because she was cute, and two, because I just like aggressive girls. I don't like to have to try to figure out what you are thinking. I just don't like it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if our whole relationship revolves around me having to figure out what you're thinking, we're not gonna have no relationship. I don't care for that shit. I'm not trying to figure out everything that you're thinking. Like, okay, so there's certain things that I need to be able to pick up on, right? Let's get that. But if our whole relationship revolves about around me being able to figure out if you're interested in me, figure out this, figure out that, that's too much figuring out for me. How am I supposed to get my regular life on if all I'm doing is trying to figure out what's going on with you all day? We not doing that. You can keep it pushing. It's okay. It really is okay. Um, no, I'm not even talking about never know what they want to do thing. I'm fine with that. I'm just talking about I should never not know. I should never not. I don't know how to say it. I shouldn't be like, is she interested? Like, if I ever think, is she interested? Then my mind is already telling me if I don't know she interested, then that means she not interested. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway, let me. I'm straying too far off. Um, this girl had a lot of problems in her life. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I wish I could tell you, but I don't want to tell you. But a lot of problems. So I knew about these problems because she spoke to me when I was asking her about all the cuts that was on her arms. So one day I was outside and I saw her walking to my house. She was coming to my house. So I saw her walking to my house. She said she was coming to my house. Right? So she come into my house, and I see her, and she's like, "Yo, is this dude? He put his hands on me. He hit me." So I just got this weird thing about me, like I just got this weird thing about me. Like, if you a female and I know you, especially if I know you and like somebody do something to you, like it's like, all right, where they at? You feel me? So when she told me this, I was like, all right, where they at? You feel me? So she was like, he's up the block. What had happened was they got into some kind of random argument somewhere. I don't know where they was. I think he was messing with the girl also, to be honest with you. They got into some kind of random argument somewhere. Don't know where. While they were in that random argument, she said, I'm going to house. She knew me by my regular name, my government name. Dude didn't know me by my government name. Dude knew me, but he didn't know me by my government. Wait, did he know me? I don't know if he knew me. The dude he was with knew me. But hold on, I'll get there in a second. So when I saw, and she told me that dude put his hands on her, I was like, where he at? Right? Because I know she got problems. I hope she's doing good. I hope life's been better for her than it was when she was younger. That's all I could say. Um anyway, so what ends up happening is what ends up happening is we walk down the block, right? So when we walking down the block, I'm young, about 16. So we walking down the block. Actually, when she saw me, I was with one of my homies. I don't even like this. I'm just kicking this guy. I don't like that. So when I was with one of my homies, right? Ah, shoot, I hit the wrong person. Sorry about that, G's. Unhide. Hide. So, sorry about that, G's. I unhit you. So I'm walking on the block. So I'm walking on the block and I see her. I see the dude. I see them. She's like, there they go right there. He's standing with somebody. Right? So he's standing with somebody. So she tells me, it's like who it is. So I'm walking on the block. I know the dude she with, what he with. I know that dude. That dude hang out with us sometimes. That dude used to live. I lived in Concourse Village. I lived on the west side. That dude lived on the east side. I know that dude. No disrespect to him, but he don't want no smoke. You understand what I'm saying? I know that dude. So anyway, before I started walking on the block, I was actually with my homie Age. So Age was on the bike. So when Age heard I was going down the block, they already know what it is. Like that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like the people that talk crazy about me, that just goes to show y'all don't know me. So kick who out? I think I kicked them out already. So that goes to show people don't know me. You understand what I'm saying? Like I'm keeping it the whole stack. So they don't know who I am. You feel? I mean, pardon me. The dude that she got in an argument with, she don't know who I am. The guy that knows me didn't know who she was talking about because she used my real name. She didn't use my, what people call me in the street, right? They call me Psycho Bob. That's a whole fact. Psycho Bob. That's what people call me in the street. So That's what homeboy knew me by. So when she was like, yo, I'm gonna go get blase blah, and the other dude was talking spicy, the other guy, he didn't know to say, hold on, homie. we probably don't want these problems. So I'm walking on the block like, where this dude at? So when Age heard, I was cause it wasn't even like, I didn't even say like nothing. I just was like, she was just like, yo, dude put hands on me. I was like, ooh. She was like, he's down the block. No, I was like, she was like, dude put hands on me. I was like, who? She said his name. I was like, where he at? As soon as I said that, we start walking on the block. Age rides back to Concourse Village on the bike, and you know that's when people going fast. So, like this, ride back to Concourse Village on the bike to go get people. Because that's how we give it up, I guess. I don't know. That's just how we give it up. You know what I'm saying? So I go down the block, and so I see dude. So dude is standing right first. The guy I know is standing in back of him. I walk right past that dude and go to the guy I know, and I say, who the fuck is this nigga? Yo, part of my language. But I'm like, yo, who is this dude? Yo, so that guy was like, I don't want to, like, right then and there, he let him know he ain't want no parts of this. So I turn around, and I think I don't even get a couple of words out my mouth. Dude is like apologizing, all types of other. Don't he? That's why I keep trying to tell you, these people that keep talking about me, like, you don't know me, yo. So dude is apologizing, everything else. I was about to beat the living life out of this dude. Facts. He started crying. So after he started crying, all my people came down the block. It was like 30 or 40 of them. Came down the block. Dude was already crying. I just let him live. I let him go. Bang, get out of here. You feel me? But yeah, yo. Yeah, now want that smoke. I'm telling you, yo. Yeah, he started crying. Like, I love my mother. Dude started crying. I don't gotta lie about this. I got proof. Told you about 40 people were there. I don't gotta lie. Dude start crying. Um, but the point that I'm making is that that young lady, she had issues, and I didn't know how to deal with her issues, so I just stopped dealing with her. I didn't know how to help her. I didn't know how to deal with her issues. She was very abusive. I First of all, to be honest with you, whatever he did to her, she probably deserved it. She once told me that she couldn't deal with me, right? Me and her couldn't be together because I don't hit women. She once told me that. I don't hit women, so me and her can't be together. I can't be a real man because real men hit women. It's literally what she told me. Way above my pay grade, my dude. It's literally what she told me. That shit hurt my heart. He ain't banging on you. That dude out the door. That shit hurt my heart. I think like for a while after that, I don't think I even tried to talk to no chicks because I was confused. You understand what I'm saying? Like that whole shit confused me. No, I don't know how you meant that. I'm just agreeing with you. That was absolutely above my pay grade. That whole shit confused me. When I have weird interactions with females, when I have weird interactions with females, I'm not gonna lie, I get confused. Being perfectly honest with you, I get confused about shit. All right, but I didn't even tell you what race she was, Big Hat. So stop assuming that she was a black girl. Let's not do that. I have no plans on telling anybody what race she is because of the race she was isn't even important to the story. But let's not do that. Let's not assume she a black girl. Let's not do that. You know how I feel about us denoting people's nationality unless it's directly important to whatever we're talking about. Let's not do that. I talked about the kid that did whatever he did in that school that they shot up. You know, but I didn't really mention his nationality. You feel me? We're not doing that. Appreciate you though. I'm just saying. I want to take that message out also, if you don't mind. You're not doing that. I love my black women. They don't love me, but I love them. I ain't gonna lie, I like telling that story also. I think after that day, my if you want to say clout or whatever, my clout really grew after that day. Motherfuckers is like, yo, that nigga had that dude crying. Like, what do you do to him? People was asking me after the fact, like, what do you do to him? I was like, I ain't do nothing yet. And then showed up and everybody know I'll be ready to fight. That's all. Like all my peoples know I'll be ready to fight. So that's why when I went down the block to go fight, homeboy was like, "Yo, hold on, yo, this nigga, Psycho Bob is about to fight, yo. Where he at?" Everybody was and oh man, and I'm not even gonna lie to you. It felt so good to see my peoples come down the block like that. That felt good. No, I get what you're saying, Big Hats, and I'm not mad at you neither. I'm just so we can be clear. Yo, that felt so good to see my peoples pull up on for me right there. Like that. That's a fact. That shit felt so good. No, I was confused when dudes start crying. I thought we was gonna scrap. I'm dead serious. I thought we was gonna scrap, and then dudes start crying. I was like, "Oh man, why you do that?" I don't even want to talk about it. Your life, it's not important. Like, why you do that? I got feats in the hood. I probably didn't go to jail for like a whole bunch of years, but I got feats in the hood. That's a whole fact. I got feats. Appreciate you, Robo. I like the hat too. One of my favorite hats. What up, Mr. Dap? You out already? You just got here. Or you been in the bushes. You've been lurking. The Knicks won tonight. Shout out to the Knicks. The Knicks beat Dallas. That was tonight? The Knicks beat Dallas? Bazingas was at the Garden. He got booed. He should have got booed. That's how you spell Porzingis' name. Nope. There's no I at the end, I believe. The last I is wrong, I think. But that looks right to me though. Carmelo going to the Blazers. I think that's a good thing. It depends on if Carmelo is gonna want to fit into somebody's system. It's hard when you're a person that you're used to the system being built around you to now you have to You have to now you have to go into a system where other people is the main. You understand what I'm saying? And you got to try to fit in with what other people are doing. That's kind of difficult to a degree. It's really difficult. So don't know. We gotta see what happens. Honestly, with you, gotta just see what happens. I don't know if he's gonna allow. I mean, because also you gotta understand, Damian Lillard is one of the best point guards in the NBA. So if and he also distributes. So if he's gonna allow Damian Lillard to do his job, I don't see no reason why it's not going to be helpful. But also, the biggest issue with Carmelo is his legs. I'm going to tell you what Carmelo's problem should be, and I'm about to explain this to all of you people that consider yourselves to be athletes. Carmelo's problem is his legs. Period. I'm not 100% sure why his legs have issues. But Carmelo's problems is his legs. Carmelo's problems first started arising when he couldn't jump any further. Remember when Carmelo couldn't jump? Remember when he got blocked by the center that used to be on freaking the Pacers in that playoff? That was the beginning of the downfall for Carmelo. Carmelo's problem is his legs. That's why Carmelo can't play defense. It's his legs. Carmelo has worked out on his actual footwork and everything else, and that shit is unbelievable. Carmelo has incredible footwork. He has some of the best footwork in the NBA. Carmelo is an incredible one-on-one player. The problem is his legs. Roy Hibbert. Thank you, Joshua. The problems is his legs. What that might be is a lack of working out in the off season on his legs. That's literally what it probably is. Since he has a lack of working out in the off season on his legs, when the regular season, he's working out on everything else. Carmelo's most likely in excellent shape. Just saying what it is. Shout out to Carmelo. I used to kill people with Carmelo when what's this 2000 and we on 2020, right? In 2000, I think 16, 2002, 2K16, I think it was. Used to kill people with Melo. I still got the fucking shit online on one of my YouTube channels. On my Twitch channel. Hold on. I used to kill people with Melo. I was burying people with Melo. The shit was ugly. Give me a second. I don't know if this is a BBN gaming channel, by the way. Nope, I don't got it on here. I got it somewhere else though. I don't know where. Look at the play we ran. It looked like they had a chance to stop us, yo. That should have been punched. That's so fake. I was there. I think I timed that well. I didn't actually do that. Hold on. Post up. Go back door. We got to do it on the other side, on Bella's side. We're doing it on Bella's side. Let's go. Yeah, we just ran plays and shit. That's how I play. We run plays. We gonna go down. We gonna get it. You see me, right? Calling out the plays and stuff like that. We gonna come down the court and we gonna get it. That's a fact. Yeah, his legs is why he's having problems pulling up, shooting, and a lot of the issues in which he's having is his legs. His legs is the issue. I play basketball for the most part. Anyway, we're gonna call it a night. It's almost midnight. I got y'all in here way too late. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. When I play these games, I play for real, for real. You understand what I'm saying? Like, even if you don't even have to be a great player. All you have to do is be somebody that we could work with. You understand what I'm saying? If you could follow direction, I can get you to be a 15-point scorer easy. I actually, I'm gonna tell you a real quick story about coaching. So this year, I actually walked into the park, and there was a team, and they had a coach, but they didn't really have a coach. You understand what I'm saying? So I was standing on the line side watching the game, and I start yelling at the kids, like, "Yo, what are you doing? Stop doing that thing! Stop doing that thing!" And the dude that was supposed to be the coach was like, "Yo, look, they don't really got a coach." He said, "Joe, if you want to finish coaching the game, you could finish coaching the game." We won that game, by the way, and finished coaching the game. Core plays, everything got the people to the side. Yo, look, this is what we're gonna do. Bang, 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 bang. They went out there. They gave it up. I yelled. I screamed. I encouraged. I love encouraging. Encouraging is dope, yo. So I yelled. I screamed. I was encouraging. I was telling the refs off, and then I was like, "Hey, good job, ref." When they did a good job, it was fun as shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was fun as shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was just encouraging the kids, like, bang, bang, you got that. Then they come to the side. I was like, yo, look, we're going to work on this. And then there was this one kid, he couldn't score for shit, but his defense was off the chain. Every single time he did some dope defensive shit, we yelled and hot and hooling and, God. I'm trying to tell you, man. This shit was fun. It was dope. Right? You know what I'm saying? It was dope. Anyway, yo, look, I love y'all. Um, if you got anybody still awake in your household, please give them a hug. Tell them you love them. You don't never know what tomorrow brings. You got a lot of people that went to that school and they thought they was gonna be able to go home to their parents. You got 5 kids that thought they was gonna be able to go home to their parents. 2 of them is never going home, and 3 of the other ones are gonna be in that hospital for who knows how long. We have to stop enabling toxic behavior. We have to stop acting like it's okay to hate people. We have to stop allowing people who are toxic and people who are just have no other I plans other than hating individuals to push the narrative. I get it. This is the internet. All right. On the internet, it's about disrespecting people. I get it. But we need to have a place on the internet where we could be respectful to each other. Why can't we have a place on the internet where we aren't just spewing insanity? Why can't we have a place on the internet where people could come to and they don't have to worry about their problems following them? Why? Why does every single place on the internet have to be toxic? Why does every single place on the internet have to be filled with hate? Why does every single place on the internet have to be, if you don't conform to what we want you to do, we're not going to allow for you to have a channel? Why? You got 2 kids, 2 kids. Got 3 kids actually that's not going home. One was the shooter. But you got 2, they thought they was going to be home tonight with their family. They not going to be. I can't stand when we have these people that speak about how much racism is wrong, but they hate their own black people. I can't stand when You have these individuals that pretend like they don't like when innocent people die, but they hate their own black people. I can't stand when you got individuals that they want to make it seem like they're the good guy. But you want to know something the good guy doesn't tell you to do? The good guy doesn't tell you to hate other people. The good guy don't say hate those people. The good guy doesn't say, the person who is right doesn't say hate that person. The person who is right doesn't say let's destroy that person. The person who is right, they don't seem to do that. People talk about how much Trump, right? How much they hate Trump, right? But you can't hate Trump and then use his same exact tactics. Then do you really hate Trump, or do you hate the fact that Trump and you share so much in common? Is that what you hate? There's some kids that got shot up at a school today. There was a kid that, if this was a little bit better of a world to live in, somebody would have seen the trauma that he was going through and would have gave him assistance. But we live in a world where if you're going through a problem or if you have a situation and you try to get assistance, people are going to laugh at you. People are going to not help you, but try to help destroy you. It's literally the world that we live in. We live in a world where a person can't even show how good they are at things until they get to a certain level. Because if they show how good they are at something before they get to that level, it's going to be a million people trying to stop them from getting to that level. Not because there's anything wrong with that person, but because those million people can't make it there themselves. So because they can't make it, they don't want you to make it. No other reason. Literally, no other reason. Nipsey Hussle got shot. And you would think that would make our people, when I say our people, I mean the people in the hood. I'm not just talking about black people. But you would think that would make our people look at our problems differently. You would think that would make our people, that it would galvanize our people into doing something helpful to the rest of, for our community. The difference, and the only difference, between these school shootings and the shootings that happen in our hoods, the only difference is that in all reality, the shootings that happen at those schools could have been stopped. The shootings that happen in our neighborhoods, they can't be. Because in those schools, people are actually against the shootings. But in our neighborhoods, people are usually for the destruction of our own people. Stop enabling the people that want to destroy our own people. Stop thinking that the person that's running around trying to tell you to hate somebody is right. We can't save everybody. It's not the way that this works. But if we reach out and try to change our own behavior and try to attempt to save the people that we love, we can affect everybody. Slowly but surely. And if we can affect people, we don't need to change them. They'll change themselves. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out.